What we're going to do now is just show you a few things you can do with the different knives to keep down injuries. Normally all the splices you just make your mark about 11 inches back. That's what I make all my small ones. Then here's the beauty of it. The cable is just laying right over the edge of your vise. When you pull it down, it's going to open up. So you just take your knife and you just get you a couple pulls through it. You don't want to get too deep. Then what happens, you just lay your blade right down on the end and push it. See how that pops open as you do that? That way you don't cut down in. See, watch this. See, you're not cutting down in, messing up your inside of it. Alright, now see, we got it cut all the way around. Right there's one, see, you push it a little bit. Now what I want to do is show you how we do the tapering it. I'll pull it out just a little more, see, and it's still anchored. And what you need to do is get your taper in here so you get your flex. So you can put your thumb right on the back of this one, push it down, you're using both hands. Once you get down as deep as you want to go, that's as far as you have to go. Alright, now you see there, you just take your blade, slide it down, everything's in there, you got both hands behind your blade. So you cut it down, you're getting real close to your conductor. Turn it a little bit. Same thing again. So you can tell exactly how deep you're going each time. You can watch your inner conductors. Now see, I like just a little bit there. You can always come back a little bit more. Okay, you can see your conductors in your and a lot of people like to get it out here, but I don't like my hands out there in front of my blade. And if you notice, I've got the smaller Kevlar gloves. These has got the Kevlar inside. You can see in here, but a lot of places I go I have to wear them. I normally don't even wear one, but I thought for benefit I'd go ahead and put them on. And see, this is one of the biggest things time consuming in doing your splice. But see how that thing tapers down, how it's holding it. You get both blades here, and we'll do a larger one in a minute. Now what I want to do right here is show you how you take your outer jacket off. This seems to be a big problem in the mines. Don't know if you're aware or not, but when this cable comes through when it's extruded at the plane, the release agent is absorbed into this outer jacket. And if you don't remove so much of the outer jacket, nothing will bond. And that's the reason a lot of the splices peel back. Now, one of the other knives we looked at earlier, this one, we can do both of them, but with this one right here, what you can do is just reach right up here and come right down. Now, if you learn to lay this part here right against your cable and let it roll, put the amount of pressure on it, see, it actually cut quicker and easier than the other one. But the other one, I see like right here where that ID mark, if you get all that ID mark out real quick, you see that way when you sand it and get it ready to put in, that's all gone. Now, if you want to use one of the other knives, you can use whatever you get used to. See, this one, you can kind of a little bit faster with it. And what I do, I come down here and I'll come all the way down where I did my taper. You see, you make that just like the pencil in your high voltage cable. Then when you get ready to rasp it or sand it, it's nice and smooth, so you don't have all those grooves on it. So this aids in preparing your cable. It takes a little bit more time, but if you do it this way, it's going to last. It's going to stay. Now this way, see, we're not putting any pressure here, so it seems to me I have just a little bit better luck pulling it to me all the time, but I've not got it under a lot of pressure, both hands on it, not that apt to get cut. Of course, I realize anything can happen. We just have to be as careful as possible. Now, one of the other things I like to do, you can do it either now or later, before I forget it, I'll show you, is this thing right here. By taking this, you see, I use the two outsides. See how shiny the outsides are? This is just a regular wood rasp. What you want to do is just come in here. See, I hit that on a 45. And you go all the way back. See, that's the vise is going to hold that in for you. And then you come back here, turn it this way, and just rough it real good. See how that's roughed up? You go all the way around and keep doing it. And we'll do it when we get it done. So what I'd like to do now is just go ahead and take this jacket off, show you another thing that really helps. You see, when you put this in here and crank it down, then you can get it up. See, it's going to hold it, you can work with it. So at this point, I'll put my vice grips on, which would normally be backwards. But see the roll in here when you lift up, how that lifts? Then all you do is just take your blade, come down each side. Then you can take your pliers, come over here, get them the work way. You see, that way your knife come down each side, let your knife do the work for you. What I used to do when I first started, and a lot of people tell me they still do it, is take their blade and they would come down through here with their blade and get them about 3 marks. So inevitably what would happen when I would make it, right at the top of each one of these conductors, I'd have me a big cut place that I needed to address. So once you get that off, then all you do is just come up here, break it loose, because see, we've already cut it loose, lift it in there, and pull it out. Now you see how clean your conductors are? That thing's been right up there, it's been out of the mud, not nearly as apt to get cut or hurt putting the thing together.